and I don't need a salesman. I can sell a nut to a squirrel. I'm a good salesman. Baby girl, need the world, some roses in a million. I'ma murder everything moving. I'ma kill it. This is for the mothers, block huggers, and the fallen. They was stolen. Now I gotta wake them up with this calling. Okay, oh fucking okay.
The fact that you took a hiatus this year based off regrouping, was it mommy based? Was it the fact that certain things didn't fall in you? And I want you to answer them.
I'm keeping it real. I'm gonna keep it real. As in me being gone for a whole year, if they don't call you, you know what I mean, you just won't battle. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. I haven't got those calls.
Yeah, but you know what?
I'm always ready. I'm never not ready.
Right, but what I'm saying is you're the type too that would also say, you know what? I possibly want to battle this individual. Did you get to that point where you see certain opponents, It
was a time where I didn't want to saturate my brain. And that's what it really is. It's like you can't take on too many battles and saturate yourself to the point where that either people are going to get tired of you or what you're saying, or you're just not what they're looking for when you're looking. You know, you're there, but we're going to bypass you. It doesn't matter. So I didn't want to be one of those ones that was overlooked. So there was a few battles that I didn't want to take. You know what I mean? It was a few battles that chicks were scared to take that I was ready for. Like I said, I'm always ready. And there's never a time where I can't be prepared or mommy mode or me.
Right.
Anything takes over the precedence of me killing something. No, it was never that. But if they don't give you the call, you know what I mean? You just got to be ready at all times.
Now,
you know what I mean?
Now I know you're more of an artist also, and I say not to take away from the battle rap itself or the battle rap artist, but you are a pure artist before the battle. You dig what I'm saying?
Definitely. I make music.
Right.
100%.
And that process, have you been making music?
Definitely. My mixtape should be out around the time that I drop my battle, and that's the best time to do it.
Yeah, this was her every move was calculated. Now it's all of a sudden around a time.
It will be out around that time because that's when people are looking for you. I've been definitely in the studio. You know what I mean? Since then, it's been my last battle was last year, so I've definitely put out a video since then. I'm official video, y'all can check that out on YouTube. I got a couple of singles out with a couple of people that I collaborate with. You can check it out on SoundCloud. You can definitely check it out. My whole mixtape, my whole entire mixtape is on thatpiff.com, NORMA BATES. You can definitely look.
Yeah, we will follow up.
So part 2 is really gonna be, it's good. I'm definitely gonna hook up with some BH people like Oompi. I definitely deal with producers that people probably wouldn't really know because my sound is kind of like different. I don't have the direct sound like everybody else. So pick him, or I have access to everybody else. So I'm just picking in-house that I know is hot. So.
Yeah, well, but that's what makes you unique because you don't fall in the line of what's currently going on.
Yeah.
If you're building a brand, they have to be part of what's being created from you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure those producers that you pick will be.
And it's mostly my in-house. They know how I already get there.
Of course.
So my thing about music is like, what lane can I actually go in? I said I don't have a lane. I need a highway. So that's a whole different kind of thing. I need my own highway. NORMA BATES, I-92.
Oh my.
About this, you know what I mean? That's the only way you get there.
Say no more.
So I appreciate where they were going with my music and what they were doing. So they said, what do you actually want to do with it? And everybody is doing this, that. So my outcome is that I'm going to be the female DMX of this. That's what highway I want.
I love it.
You know, everybody else has their own thing about if they want to be a male and where I'm going to be the female DMX.
And I'm going to dig into the music. I want to, because I know the clarity. I know what you provide, actually. I want to ask now to get back into that world, right? If you had the chance, right, and you and they said, you know what, pick from the pot, right? Pick from the pot of female battle rappers, right? Which female battle rapper would you pick because their music is great, not because they're a battle rapper?
That's easy. I mean, I pay attention to everything. Everything, you have to pay attention. If you're going to be an artist, make sure that you know what every other artist is doing. So I would definitely say off top, besides myself knowing that I can actually make music, I would say E Hard is phenomenal at making music. 2 of her mixtapes is probably the most slept on mixtapes underground ever, and that's actually the truth. E Hard, Miss Hustle makes great music. I actually like Dawn Lady music, you know what I mean? Her over the beat is kind of crazy. I like her. I like Misfit music, you know what I mean? And I like Chance the Rapper and 40 Bars.
Music-wise.
Music-wise. I'm not talking about battle rap.
Right, okay, music-wise.
These girls over melodies, over beats.
That's right.
I like 40 Bars, I like Jazz, E Hard, I like Hustle. I like Shayna Ashley. Who else that you know who? One of my favorite girls that I love their music is Tori Doe. I mean, people, I don't do this is a shameless plug, and I don't even care. Check out Tori Doe on her SoundCloud. She's just totally something different.
Right. Yeah, she's young. She's full of energy. She's creative. You know, it's crazy that you sting her because she does have a sound where you say, okay, I don't know how to categorize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's different.
It's that I-92. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
you don't. I always got I-93.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Right.
It's dope. I love her music. Her sound is crazy, and I think that if the industry was to actually come in and really pay attention to what these girls can do music-wise, it's gonna blow up crazy.
Now, and do you feel that the world is prepared for the female battle scene? Like, do you see the growth in it, or do you feel that y'all haven't grown?
The growth, they have grown so much. I mean, they actually started in a hat store with like probably 20, 30 people around them, and then for them to be in other places like Uptown, and then they went to another place, and then Irving Plaza. It's just going up. A lot of the arts that actually Snoop Dogg, Blair.
You're right.
Homegirl, E-Hard, she participated in that, and she's repping for the BS. So I think that battle rap, as in the whole dealing with females is concerned, as they took it to another level.
Right. And you know what's amazing for me?
Unexpected level at that, because they would think that dealing with females would be a slower progression, like progressive manner, and it would take a little bit more time. But the way it has built in such a short period of time, but each step has been major, bigger than the last.
Of course. Has your brand grown?
Yes, phenomenally. As far as my T-shirts is concerned, they want those. I need the hats.
Okay.
Please, I need my hats.
Yeah. Anyway, don't put me on Front Street on the camera.
Yeah, all right.
They don't want me to follow, right?
But the music, as it's following, looking, you know what I mean? It just feels great being that. Nobody was looking for me before. I didn't have a buzz. I didn't have 1 or 2 followers on any social network. And for 10 or 20 or 30 people to even want to inquire about what I'm doing, adventure next battle, or we love you, keep up the good words, your progression is great. We love it. There's no debates and how to define my energy. You know, I appreciate it so much. So that alone gives me a drive. You know, I'm not looking for anything else.
In that, once again in the hiatus, has there been female battle rappers that inspired you? Let's just talk about within the last year.
Within the last year alone, of me watching, I can't really say as far as a female performance-wise, but I don't think that any of them are out there.
Okay.
But as bar-wise and content, E-Hard is definitely somebody that I look up to. Like, she's a monster. The way she pins it and put it together. You know, she's a queen in the ring. So she's definitely somebody that will make me step my and think about it a little bit more than just generally going out rapping and saying anything. It's like, put that thing together and make that a smoke. You know, make it a smoke. Make it fire. You know, you just don't want to come saying anything. So her definitely the most. And I would say her, just as the homie, just for her. Anybody else, I probably pretty much I can get busy with them at any given time. I know I'm competitively, I can fuck with any of them.
Right.
I don't really worry about not being able to compete with them or anything like that. But as far as admiring, yeah, definitely her.
Which has there been some battles where you, like when you were in that zone and you were just back to back with it, where you got it in, right? And you like, yeah, I'm killing it. And they hit you with a jab, and you ain't sure it, but you like,
I have some girls battles.
Give me one.
They all come with the jab.
Yeah, but I'm talking about I'm talking about a power jab where
I would say, yeah, it was a couture battle where I wasn't punch on her face. This is facts.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
The jab, it wasn't.
It was a pop, but you didn't let the world see it. You internally.
It wasn't a powerful jab for the world to see, but it was a jab where it cut, and that cut deep. And I'm gonna tell you what she said. She said something about my pop. She said my daddy was a crackhead. Now for her to say that, it was like. You don't see my mom's bowling, and so you just gonna go with the opposite and just say my daddy a crackhead, knowing that he grown, he work, kitchen. I was like, oh no, girl, I want to punch you in the head.
How did you keep your composure though?
I just was looking at her like, it was like, it was that right there. Everybody was talking about my kids, but my daddy, I love my daddy. Right. I love my daddy. Like, don't talk about my daddy. Right. The best way about that one line is that my daddy was a crackhead.
But see, in situations like that, did it stutter you? Did you allow your emotions to get the best of you when you now stutter, or did you come in hard? See what I'm saying? You see him?
That it was like, okay, she had so much lines after that. It's like, okay, you said that, I was mad at the time, but then again, I had to look at it like, all right, you said that, and that's just it. Well, that battle was kind of intense for me. That was one of the battles where I really wanted to fight. I wanted to beat her up. I was really emotional with that battle. Like, she had two people on me. Like, I was like, yo, bitch. That was one of my most emotional battles ever that I could really say. It was very, very emotional.
Right. Now, give me a battle where you went in and you just, like, you know what? I got this. Where you prepared, and you like, you know what? I know what I'm going at, but that person can give you that, and you like, oh, I got this.
I had that feeling with 40 bars, and she went first, and this is exactly what happened. She rhymed, and I was like, oh shit, I'm a killer bitch. I was so hyped by choking. People think choking is forgetting.
Right. Just talk about it.
For me, it's not.
Talk about it.
Stumbling is the rhythm of the rhyme. And I lost my rhythm and I stopped. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe I did that. But then I was so mad that I made a mistake. I was on fire every round after that. So being that she's the nicest, I believe, everybody say that battle right there is debatable. So that gave me that fuel, like, okay.
But what did you think? Because that's the one to everybody. What do you think stepping out of that ring like, wow, this was something right here? Because the typical person will walk out and kill it no matter what.
See, what it is about battle rap is like when you take a battle, if you don't hear that you won, you most likely didn't win. And that's facts. Like, oh shit, you'll get the love like, oh, you did a good job.
So what did you think? Did you think you win? Did you think you win or you lost?
I felt like it was debatable. I didn't feel like I lost or I won.
I hear that.
I didn't feel like I lost or I won.
This is not the information I'm hearing right now.
I'm telling you the truth. Did I feel like I won? No, because I choked. If you choke, you can't feel like a complete winner. Like, oh, but did I come back from the choke and feel like I bodied her? I got in her ass. I really got in her ass. That's why it's debatable. Now, if I would have had choke and then it would have been over, like you lost. Everyone say you lost. No one's saying
Give me something give me one that you felt that all 3 rounds was you.
All 3 rounds was me. Damn, that's bad, y'all. I can't anything.
Oh my.
All 3. I would say rain. But see, the chicks I battle have always been heavy. It's not like I battle whack bitches.
Right, we're not, but that's not
the let's see,
that's what I'm saying.
3 rounds I came in with a smoker. Honestly, I never had a smoker 3 rounds. That's honest.
And that's respected. That's coming from you.
This is not a trope. Like I'm saying about every battle with matrimony. Matter of fact, matrimony, I gave her the Bennett's butt. They seem to come hard at some point in time.
Well, but this is good.
This is me watching myself and knowing where I have to improve. Okay. So I'm giving you all the thoughts of
Which is good.
It's not gonna happen.
Which is good. I realized interviewing somebody the other day, and they said that they don't like the tier, the way they structure tiers, where if you're quote unquote a top tier, right, then in going into it, like you stated, top tiers, it doesn't allow you to say, you know what, there's an up and coming, and you know that this person has potential or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That you will not give that person. Okay,
Like my opponent now, she has had a couple of battles, but she's not considered top tier. I would be considered top tier before she is. And that's just in the amount of work you put in. You know, that's what top tier is. The top tier is not battle bar-wise, or it isn't part of it. You're the nicest. But it's about the body of work. She's battled so-and-so to give people the thought to debate.
To debate, right. Of course.
That's really what top tier is. It's like, it's just really your opinion.
Of course.
You know what I mean? It's no set stone, she's top tier or whatever, but you know who's who from the amount of work. Like, E Hart, they know she's the queen of ring from the amount of work she's put in. You know, you can't deny it. And then when it comes to the bars, you know what I mean? So when it comes to me and you say, where do I fit in? How am I top tier? The amount of work I put in. I'm the gatekeeper.
Hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're entitled to that, right? But dig this here, in closing. Give me somebody that, and even if it entails finances, right? Even if it entails the status, whatever it embodies, give me somebody that you would like to battle. I'm saying on the male side and on the female side.
There's a few top tiers that I haven't battled yet.
But one that
I would want to battle Shayna Ashley. You know what I mean? I would want to battle QB. I would want to battle Misfit. I would want to battle Hustle. You know what I mean? And all of the girls that I'm mentioning these are all of the girls that I've been prepared for. Right. So with this performance that I have to perform on the 26th, I'm going to show the world that I'm ready for these bigger battles. There's no NORMA to take in the new girls, give them a chance to see if they can make it. But now it's time for the top tier girls to respect me. Because you know bitches are Hollywood. They're Hollywood, and they won't battle you if you haven't had a 3-0 or 6-0, or if you're not mentioned 20 times, or you know what I mean? They have their own, I don't know what kind of psychosis they go through. But after this battle, I'm just gonna prove that I can get busy with any one of them at any given time. Respect me. So my opponent might think it's about her, but I have something else to prove as being a top tier female, and showing the other girls who have a bigger name that, you know, even I battled Farrah Fury, I battled 40 bars, but there's still females that I would love to get in shape with.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
And especially at a time where, as you stated, this is we on a different plateau right now, like on a different platform.
Even the new girls, see, a lot of the new girls are nice.
Right.
So it's like up to me. It's not even. I'm really giving them a chance. You know what I mean? And I don't mind. But at the same time, I've been doing that my whole career, giving these other girls a chance. But now it's, what about the top tiers to give me a chance, if you want to say?
I say no more.
You know
Say no more.
Because I haven't battled a Shayna Ashley or a Misfit or anybody else of that caliber. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm also hearing that at this current moment, like, and leading off into a new year, it's a different format totally. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fall back, but I'm not falling back. I'm so serious right now. Not that I wasn't or whatever, but my military grind has increased tenfold.
Oh yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
It's just crazy. Salute to me and shout out to me. It's one of those things where I level it and put it in a 3-word sentence and show and prove equal results. I love it. You know what I mean? And that's one of the times again, I'm doing great opportunities over negativity. Under pressure, once again, I'm under pressure. You know what I mean? To show and prove myself. So that's the way I'm taking it. I'm taking my next opponent as a bigger opponent. Okay. Being prepared for those other girls, because those other girls, you better come win. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've been battling since day one. It's not like I haven't. You can check any of my battles out on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm just ready to just